What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction. Back with some Public Image Limited for the first time in a while. Thank you to Kim for sharing this track, but also to Mr. Solo, who has shared a lot of PIL. And this tune is called Don't Ask Me, and Kim mentioned that this one relates to environmental degradation, apathy in regard to that concept, a disconnect between people and the world literally that we're living in, but also the plight of those most affected by such conditions, and ultimately the inability of extraterrestrials to rescue us from this dynamic. So yeah, it sounds like a very jaded tune, but also at the same time one in which there is a perception that human activity is the cause of much suffering and maybe that very jaded attitude itself. So yeah, let's give it a listen. This is Public Image Limited. The track is Don't Ask Me, and it is from, I believe, 1990. Let me make sure I have that right. It is, yes, 1990.
Shoulda oughta listened to that plastic man. No more toilet paper, it's gone just like the trees. Feel like the taste of honey, isn't it best without the bees? Be careful what you're doing, you're messing up my life. And if all this was a cake, then you took too big a slice. What's it all about, this human measure? Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. I don't know. What's it all about, this human measure? Told you so. Read it in the paper as you hear it in the news. Mary fuel this on is spewed out of you. And is it really worth it? You're choking on remote. I see the red tide coming, but we don't even vote. Infection in the greenhouse, dizzy in the clouds, oily as an ocean, and disempowered. Landing on the future, lucky for some. Develop your body, but your mind is still a slum. What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. Don't blame me, I told you so. Swimming in the slummy, burning heat. Windblown is this weather, I eat what you secrete. I climb this highness dirt, this surface has no prayer. No UFOs to save us, and do we really care? What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. We really care. Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. Don't ask me, I told you so. What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. Don't blame me, I told you so. What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. What's it all about? The screaming and the shout. Kiss goodbye to the earth, the sun, the moon.
Goodbye to the sun and the moon. So yes, it
It's
seemed...
easy to deceive a child.
That's probably true. So yeah, I am amused by that throw on at the end. Ultimately, it is very much what Kim described, this idea that so many aspects of the world are going to hell through human indifference or active contamination and pollution and destruction and a general apathy, and even the narrator saying, well, look, what does this all mean? Like, what is this all leading to? Don't ask me, I don't know. And, the aliens aren't going to come to save us. And anyway, does anyone really care? So there is a real jaded quality to it, and yet it is ironically, or at least cleverly written, in that he is addressing all these issues. And as Jello Biafra of Dead Kennedys fame once said, the first step to solving a problem is acknowledging that it exists and highlighting it, identifying it. And so I think the song serves that purpose. Excuse me. And ultimately, it's weird, like Kim mentioned, this one is more pop than a lot of their other music, and that certainly is the case relative to the PIL material I've already gone through, but it's still eccentric, it's still a bit out there, it still has an edge to it. So yes, more pop than anything I've heard by them, but not, sing-songy, like obviously fun and foot-tapping type of pop. It still has a bit of an edge, and it still feels a bit out there, if you will. So yeah, a clever tune, a brutally honest tune, and a tune that I think speaks to one of the reasons why problems can arise and nothing is done about them, or they get worse, is because there's this disconnect between our own actions individually and collectively and their consequences, and eventually there tends to be this attitude among many folk, at least, that like, well, what can I do about that? And you know what? I'm not even going to bother learning about that because, I'd rather just be focused on what I'm doing day to day, and I don't want to think about that. So yeah, the out of sight, out of mind concept. And again, the irony or the cleverness of the songwriting is that the narrator is expressing that type of attitude in the chorus, but in the verses he's laying it all out, what he knows and what he sees and all the perils that are implicit in those things. So yeah, a clever tune, an enjoyable tune. Let me know what you think, and Luca and I, who's been just off camera the whole time, we'll see you next time. Peace.